Welcome everyone, thanks for stopping in. Here we'll turn the spur gear of a worm gear set for the miniature winch. We'll start by advancing the cross slide in for about 10 thou cut. We'll turn slow to start with. We'll let it come one complete revolution of the spur gear, and we'll add 10 thou depth of cut for each revolution. We're using a normal screw cutting thread tap, 3/8 inch by 16 threads per inch, unified course. Okay, we'll speed it up a little bit as we've completed our first turn. Start adding some lubrication and sweeping away the chips as we go. Seems to have matched up for teeth pretty good. I'll put a dot on there so we can see each revolution. Add another 10 thou cut. We've got the dog sitting on top there, just freewheeling, so I can add a little pressure to steady it a bit more. There's another revolution. Add another 10 thou depth of cut. Continue adding lubrication and sweeping away the chips. Another 10 thou. Seems to be cutting fairly well at this point. Another 10 thou. We speed it up a little bit more now. We'll continue 10 thou advance each turn until we get to our full thread depth, which is 77 thou between the major diameter and minor diameter of the thread pitch. Another 10 thou. We could go a bit deeper, but we'll stick with the depth of thread there so that our peaks of our thread aren't going to be too thin. We'll keep them a little bit of meat there for strength. We'll clear it out with a little air. Make a full turn to complete those threads and those teeth nice and clean. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, we'll clean that off with a little air. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, this is what it's all for. The miniature winch. Here's the pedestal side. Some of the calculations I had for milling it out. Here's the calculations for the spur gear. We arrived at 1.2335 diameter times pi, which gives us 3.87515 circumference. Divide that by 0.0625, which is the thread pitch of the 3/8 by 16 unified course. And that gives us 62.0024 teeth. As close as I could get to zero. So hopefully that lined up pretty well, and it appears to have done pretty good. So now we'll take this is the gearbox end, also cut out of the same aluminum cast as the pedestal side. We'll take our spur gear and shaft, which I will put a keyway in between the gear and the shaft. That goes into the gearbox. And then the drum, which has the dog features, as well as the band brake feature. That slides over the shaft, and that actually freewheels on the shaft, and it's the dog that does the driving when the dog is engaged or disengaged. Engaged, disengaged. Alright, and then the pedestal goes over the shaft at the end here. We'll give it enough room there for the dog to disengage and engage. Yeah, nice, enough room there. We'll put a keyway between the dog and the shaft at this end, as when the shaft is driving, the dog is engaged, drives the drum. The dog is disengaged, drum freewheels. Now we just need to cut the pinion for the bottom. Goes through, we'll drill it through and run it in the bottom of the gearbox. And our pinion will come through the bottom, and we'll have the drive on the back side. And that about does it. Thanks for stopping by. Please like and subscribe. See you next time.